That's right, race fans. That bleep, 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 bleep doesn't mean that somebody's cursing at the TV. That means we are getting ready for another Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer weekly race. I am your host, Diesel Pilot. I'm going to go ahead and mark myself as actually being a host on this race because I knew I forgot something. And we're going to go ahead and get you guys going very shortly because I got four people chomping at the bit to get this race off. And you know what? I think we ought to let them do it because I believe they're ready. Guys, go ahead and get your guesses in for what world is, what world one is, and we're going to go ahead and go. I like the reverse world order. I also like Icy Palace, so let's do it. Hold on just one moment, and I'll get these guys kicked off. All right. I have sent them. They are doing the thing. Chat, do your thing. I know you want to. I know you're out there. Oh, I got world three, world seven with World 3 with 7-5 start followed by 7F2. Angelic Jade, you are mad. I love it. All right, let's see what else we can do. But let's see what actually happens. You know what? I like the idea of giving them what looks like a baby seed, but really turns into kind of an evil little bleep bleep. Hey, perfect timing. Bleep bleep as we get going. Um, can, uh, okay, so it's perp. Unfortunately, so Dr. Torstol, he probably has gone and disabled his chat on his own. So that's entirely up to him. We do ask that they typically go ahead and do that they disable chat because just in case, especially in races, we don't want people getting hints they shouldn't be getting, especially because they also put a lot of work into this and they want their competition to actually feel legitimate. So we don't want them to even have the chance of having their competition delegitimized. We have World 7 starting. Whoever wants RWO, you are in a good spot. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing going and see if I can't get things synced up a little bit. So I'm going to quit talking for a moment while we look at all the pipe checks that are about to happen. And somebody, I really hope somebody followed my lead of saying that, yeah, we're going to have what looks like a baby seed followed by a nasty seed because we got 7-6 beta starting as our initial, hey, let's see what the runners have to look at. And the 7-6 beta, of course, there's no enemies, there's no bad guys, there's no pain or frustration or anxiety or anything. It's just, you got to go vertically, you got to swim up. That's all there is, which means it can only go downhill from here. That's right, Chad. That's probably the worst thing that can possibly happen. Alright, looks like I got ourselves a pretty good sync for everybody. At least it's going to be close enough that we can go ahead and keep on going. Now, we do find a pipe that puts us out near the castle, but there is a lock in the way. Hammers do not break locks in this flag set, so they are going to have to go and hunt down a fortress. There is probably going to be a fortress. I hope it's... Is it an evil fortress? We'll do the Dr. Evil. Maybe it's an evil fortress. Maybe it's 7F2. Angelic Jade, I know you're out there hoping it's 7F2 somewhere. It wasn't 7.5, it might have been the 7.6 beta, but it's also the 6F2 fortress. So not quite 7F2, but yes, it is SGL flags. So Canada, Alaska, it's cold. It's Elsa's Frozen Swamp Paradise. That's what we got going on. And it's sunset now where I am, and my whole computer just went and did its little like, oh, it's sunset. We're gonna turn off the blue stuff. So I just got a nice little orangish hue applied to my entire screen, but that's okay because we got Mario going, and where Mario is, there are no rules. And where Marky Mark is taking a narrow lead right out of 6F2. You know, I really wish I could take the credit for Elsa's Frozen Swamp Paradise, but I can't. That was actually somebody else in chat years ago, and that person might actually still be here in chat with us today. I don't know. Zeroing, if you were the genius that came up with that, please say it. Otherwise, I'm giving you credit anyways. All right, you did not, but that's all right. You did now. Okay, that makes sense too. Speaking of Starman, we just had Starmans from our vanilla-ish Nipper stages, and we just got a Starman as the power-up in the World 3 airship. World 3 airship, of course, we're going to have Ludwig coming in, playing in the flat arena that, oh, really? Ludwig. Weak sauce. Very weak sauce. Leslie's going in trying to do the fire kill, realizes, oh, Ludwig was a pushover. The funky sound, could be a glitchy stream, I'm not sure. Might also, actually, I think I just heard a glitch in the audio. Maybe. I don't know. Could be that we all need to go and just refresh our streams. Now, since that was World 7, that was the Ludwig fight, we do not know what the item was until we go and look at it. Of course, Marky Mark was smart enough to go and take a flip over it. The item was a cloud. And we got a cloud and a hammer. This seed is loading our runners up. Well, somebody got a mushroom instead, but that's okay. Yeah, it could just be Marky's setup. Yeah, I am hearing kind of a little glitchiness now. Could just be some sort of issue with Marky's setup. But you know what? Marky's still in the lead. He's got not a commanding lead, but he does have a lead. I'm going to give him the audio still. In fact, not only am I going to keep him with the audio, it also could be speed gaming setup, let's be honest. There we go. Yeah, we got the 4 runners right there. Go ahead and when you do have the opportunity, make sure you click on those links. And if the follow button is not lit up on your screen, hit that follow button. If you hover your mouse over the follow button and it shows a broken heart, do not hit that follow button, because that will unfollow our runners and that will break our runners' hearts. I might be exaggerating, but you know, it's not nice to unfollow somebody who spends their time doing entertainment for you guys. Get your salutes out in the air for the Air Force. Air Force, near and dear to my heart. And Air Force, near and dear to Leslie's heart. Hopefully, the Rocky Wrenches do not put a wrench through Leslie's heart. And Leslie is going to be the first to face the Boom Boom at the end of the Air Force. We do have randomized Boom Boom hit points. This Boom Boom randomized to 3 hit points. I did not know that there might be a cap on how many people you could follow. I really didn't know that that was a thing. 2,000. That is very unfortunate. Okay, so we did just learn a new thing. We also learned that Marky Mark was just a little bit late on the draw trying to get that power-up in the Hammer Bro fight. Was not able to go in now to this Boomerang Bro fight with a tail. And that is... Let's see if that hurts him. No, does not look like it, but does look like Leslie has taken over the lead. as he enters the limit fight, and we're going to go or the Iggy fight. We're going to go ahead and give him the audio because he's the first out. He was the first to find the Air Force. He was now the first out, and he is going to be going into the world number next one. Chad, if you want to go ahead and guess what world number next one is, I'd let you do it. You know, we went from 7 to 4. I'm going to say we're going to go down to 1. Let's keep subtracting 3 at a time. And Marky Mark, oh no. Oh, wow. Okay, he got lucky. Okay, he glitched in there and got lucky also to hit Iggy. So the next world is World 5. We got an instant Twisty Castle. We're going to have to take the Twisty Castle. And looking at the map, the Twisty Castle will put us up onto the top of the map. So we probably won't even have to go down, but we might have to come back down since there was another pipe on the other island with a fortress. So we might have to come back down. We'll find out in a moment when we take a look at the map when Leslie gets up to the top. Looks like it's Leslie, Marky, Torso, and Mystery Gaming in that order. All right, Leslie hits the thing, gets the Twisty Castle. Let's look at the top level. We have a blue lock at the end of the Twisty Castle. I'm going to give us very good odds. That blue lock means we're going to have to go back down to the bottom and play the fort on the bottom. Leslie. Okay. Not sure what that was about. Okay, I guess he decided he wanted to go in. Oh, it's 7-8. He wants to go in with flight. That's what's going on there. Now, I was about to say Leslie is a very accomplished and experienced runner of this game. Leslie, however, also did just get nommed by a boss bass that suddenly appeared out of nowhere in 7-8. Most unfortunate. He's going to go use a star. Marky is now in 7-8. He just got kicked out of 7-8. And, you know, 7-8's just rude. But that's really all we can say about 7-8. It is rude. We're going to despawn this boss bass. Let's see what Torstol does, and let's also see what the bonus item is. It is a Tanuki suit. Get your cute suit in the chat, girls and boys. Marky Mark's also going to go and use flight privileges to try to get by the 7-8 nastiness. Let's say, oh, nice! Marky Mark gets he sees the boss bass and does the tail swipe kill. Nicely done, Marky Mark. Clip that. That was beautiful. I love it. Good job. And that is why we come to watch this event. Hey, Krista Joy, good to see you. Welcome to this Saturday. Get your hands up in the air like you just don't care. It is definitely party season. Now, Leslie has gone and completed the 7-4 level on the bottom side. He is making his path to the castle. Marky goes the other direction, finds 6-8. So both of them not especially difficult levels. They're kind of mean levels, but they can be a bit of a difficulty. And yeah, Mr. E, unfortunately, did just Geo and is restarting with his 5 lives. And we have found 7F2. Krista, get your GGs and your love in for the Fort of Love and Happiness. I know you're out there. And Angelic Jade, who was hoping that we'd have a Force 7F2, you are welcome. Krista, Disney World. Oh, Krista, I am so happy that you are excited about going to Disney World. Marky is right behind Leslie here in 7F2. Mr. E is now going to have to play the Twisty Castle 3 times. Now, you could go and play that other level. I don't know why he's insisting on 7-8. Mark is not able to complete it. Shorter to jump, ended up taking a marinara bath there, so he's going to go and restart that. Leslie is starting to expand his lead, it looks like. He's in 3-9 now. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's 4-6. Where did I get 3-9? And I think Leslie was trying to do a turn back so he didn't get the fanfare. Got the fanfare. I think he'll be alright, though. You know, it could be better off that way. Mystery is probably wishing he had gotten the fanfare. Okay. 3-9 beta now for Leslie. Oh. The Paraguma that goes and sets himself up right on Mario's feet. Gotta love it. Yeah, they probably all do have a cloud, but you got to come back and play this level at least the 7-8. Oh, Mr. E has found one fort. And one fort was the fort way at... You know what? This isn't bad, except he went and took the item. Because one fort would build the bridge. That would actually shorten his efforts to, once he goes and plays 7F2. This is actually a situation where playing one fort straight would actually be a huge advantage, especially seeing as it was just a music box as the item. The reason I say that is because you go, it builds a bridge, so you can just go back down. I think, I'm trying to think of how that map was laid out, but I think that would still help. You could even IGG and come back later, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, we got guesses for World 6. We've had 7, 4, and 5. So, okay, yeah, 6. 6 kind of makes sense. Fill in that top gap. And somebody is a wizard, Harry. That first pipe does take us quite a bit down the road and gives us a view of 3 forts. And we get a music box, but we do have a 3-fort World 6. Marky Mark is playing through the World 6 airship. Let's see what we got. Leslie's going to get 8 fort. My favorite fort. Dr. Torstal will also be joining us shortly in World 6. Let's see if 8 fort, if Leslie can get one cycle. He's got it. Nice, one cycle, Leslie. So we got Leslie, Dr. Torstall, or Leslie, Marky Mark, Dr. Torstall, and Mystery Gaming right now in that order. Mystery Gaming is going into 7F2. Let's give him some cheers and some good luck as he fights the 7F2. Guys, come on. You know what? I'm even going to go and switch to his audio for now because we're all cheering for him. If you're not cheering for him, you're on the wrong side of history. I'm sorry. We're going to make this happen. We're going to get our cheers. It's kind of like when in the Peter Pan play, when everybody has to clap for Tinkerbell. We're all clapping for Tinkerbell right here. Let's go. Tinkerbell just clipped a hammer suit. I did not know that that was an option, but I like it. Oh, nice double hit. Yeah, the hammer physics are interesting. Now, you can, of course, with the hammer suit, duck to not take damage when the fireballs hit you. So we got Mystery. Oh, nice double hit again on 7F2. Let's see it. Let's go. And I'm not even looking at the other runners. I do see Marky Marks in what looks like the 3-7 bonus stage. So Leslie's in the end of some desert stage. So we have 3-7. 3-7 has the P-Wing, and Mystery Gaming still has the hammer suit. He's in the basement of 7F2. He is he's about to knock that thwomp. No, he's not. But he's about to knock that Bim Bim down. Let's see. Let's see it. Nicely done. And he's out of there. Get your high fives and your cheers. Any kind of shenanigans, celebrations for Mystery Gaming. Getting rid of 7F2 with a stylish hammer suit. There you go, Chris Joy. Thank you very much. Now with that done, we are gonna move back now to Leslie Pro, who is in the World 6 airship, which looks like it is being played by the World 7 airship tonight. It also sounds like Leslie Pro said, you know what, we're P-winging this sucker. And in case my audio glitched there, I did say sucker. As in something that you get from the doctor's office. And another one-hitter. Bowser, feed your kids. Now, what was it that we said at the beginning? We're going to go and give our runners, what looks like a baby seed at the beginning, but then it ends up being kind of a rough seed later on as they go along. I believe that is what we have done. Judging by the fact that we started out with 7.6 beta and we are 21 minutes now entering World 5 for our first runner. And now we got 6.6. Oh, now we got a discussion about whether Bowser is a deadbeat dad or the best dad. I don't know. But I am enjoying the Fifi emojis, so keep it up. That's right, chat. You are invited and requested and even required on occasion to drop all your favorite emojis. Emoticons, emotes, whatever you want to call the things, the graphics. There we go. Let's see them. Let's see our graphics. You got all those emotes in your menu right there. You know you do. Let's see them. Hey, there we go. All right. Oh, thank you. I'll even drop some emotes of my own. 6F1 is now in the way as we make our way through the desert of World 2. Join the Navy. Backwards. Alright, we got 1 star, but we do need a 2nd star if we're going to get a bro on Boom Boom. Let's see. Oh, we got... Oh, just leaves. That's not going to let us get the bro. That's going to get us an orb. You know what? Whatever. Orbs count too. I'd like a bro, but I'll take an orb. Who wants to take an orb with me? That sounds like I'm inviting you to, yeah, never mind. Phrasing. Oh, well, we do have somebody that has a boat. Alright. You know what? We'll do alt math for you as long as you provide the boat. I did take several years of courses in navigation, so might be able to help. We cloud the next to last level. We won't know what that is unless somebody else decides to play it. And we go into a bro fight that gives us a star, whatever. And am I supplying the entertainment? Look, I am doing commentary for Mario 3 Randomizer. I mean, yes, I will supply the entertainment. I might need a satellite internet connection to do it from a boat, but let's do it. Salty Morton is a heavy Morton, but he's only a 2-hitter. Dr. Torsol decides that he wants to go and play a different level instead of trying to fight the fort. He found 5. Had to think about that for a moment. That was 5-5. E.T. phone home. E.T. phone home. E.T. phone home. Marky Mark, looking at the same situations, decided he's also going to go up north and play 5-5 instead. But Leslie has found World 1. It does not have the World 1 fort, since we've already seen that. It does have the Hammer Brothers Party Mix. And Leslie does he did one nice stomp on a Hammer Bro, but he got boomerango broed. That's okay. Gets a fire flower to use later. World 1 does have 2 forts. Both of them are in positions where they're not required, so he might be thinking either of them could be World 1 fort. I don't think that he saw 1 fort earlier. Oh, Krista Joy. But you are the Bravo Echo Sierra Tango Echo Sierra Tango. Sweetie. Oh, all right. Mystery Gaming is now entering World 2 as we get Leslie Pro in making his way through our penultimate World 1. I believe that just leaves World 3 left, so we'll have a windy fight right before we enter World 8. This does give us a World 4 Fortress, World 4F or Fortress 4F2. No, you don't want that star. No, you don't want that star because you're gonna. Well, no, you might want it. Yeah, clear out that space. Mystery did use a cloud to skip part of World 1 and go straight to the pipe. That's going to get him the realization that he's got to play a fortress, and it's going to be the Navy, and he's going to have to go and play the other thing because I'm not going to break that lock, just like everybody else found out. Marky Mark's about to join us in World 1. Leslie still has 2 levels. The first of those 2 levels is 7-9 with the boss pass. 7-9 with the boss pass It's going to be gross, because Boss Bass likes to hover, we'll say. And, oh my heavens. Yeah, way too many sprites. Something's going to have to go. He's going to despawn something by moving left and right. There he goes. He's able to grab the rad block now. So, yeah, this 7-9 is, it's the Wumpus. There is conversation about double hammers. I know we have seen several hammers in our runners' inventories. I think we might have a double hammer play. I have to look at people's inventories. Leslie getting himself out of 7-9. Good job, and we'll see what our next stage is. So, runners, Marky is finishing up 2 Fort, right next to Dr. Torstall. Those two have been neck and neck this whole time. I mean, there really is no other way to say it. Those two have been right on top of each other this whole match. Mystery Gaming, of course, he had that one. Mystery Gaming just glitched himself through a boomerang. But I think he'll take it. Leslie was not able to get full auto on those fireballs as he was going into the Hammer Bro fight against the Fire Bro, and took one hit, yes, but he will not take a second hit. He's going to go play the World 4 Fortress, World 4 Airship. Human Mustard, yeah, this is still the first race. Just play it. Nobody will notice. Okay. Leslie. Love it. There's another clip in there for that. Oh, Leslie. Memeing. Alright, I'm guessing Leslie does not have 2 hammers, since he did not even flinch. We do have 3 F2? Alright. Yeah, I don't know what worked on a TV show. This is not a TV show. This is Mario. The Marky Mark and Dr. Torstall, our number 1 and 4 spot runners, are still right next to each other as they get through 5-8. Marky with a narrow lead, but Leslie playing through World 3. I think he's narrowed down what pipe has to be the one to take him to Wendy's. He's found the 7-3 beta. And Jade, I'm kind of wondering what time zone you're in, because I'm in Mountain Time, and it's already kind of late for people to be working on a Saturday that aren't in, like, that are where it's even possible to watch something on your phone. Eastern, okay. Well, Leslie has found the World 1 airship that will take him to the Windy fight. Okay, I've worked 12-hour shifts, but my God, I am sorry. Wendy, 2 hits, 3 hits. 4 hits. Wendy's going to go the full distance, 5 hits. Leslie's going to be her first one in the rolled 8. Marky and Horsall still. Oh, that level that Leslie clouded was 5-9. That Leslie and Marky both clouded, I believe. Now it's 5-9. All right, and Leslie finding 7-5 the very first. Oh, that nipper. Yeah, that's gross. He doesn't want that. He want. See, there's this. Okay, that's a fake tank. He's got to play that if he wants to get to the real tank. Oh, I see what he's doing. I mean, kind of gross, but still, I get it. Mr. E just got another boss pass kill with the tail. I think he's been practicing that skill. And if he has been practicing that skill, he's earned it. Well, up to that point. Unfortunately. Okay, Leslie grabbed a shell to take to the top of 7-5 so he can do the little kick the shell into the brick and just keep on rolling. But he's got those fireballs. Those fireballs did not come down. I'm almost... Wow, okay, that's a new little thing with the physics I was not expecting to see. Marky Mark is right behind Leslie, though. He'll be entering the World 8 here in a moment. 5 F2 now, our fabulous, famous Marinara fort. That was the fake tank. After Leslie's seen, of course, he's seen hundreds of these races. He knows there's all kinds of craziness that can happen. Link's secret spot. Okay. You know what? Let's, yeah, I know, Krista. It's cool. Mark's going to check the pipe first, and, wow, there are several things. Leslie's going to take the Air Force sprite in the dark set, or the dark stage. It's going to take him to 5, or to 4F2. Mark, though, found a different pipe that took him to Bowser's Keep. Okay, that pipe was down in the dark room, on the bottom row. There's still a bridge that has to be built. Marky's going to place 7-5 now. I didn't realize this before, but the Peach letter from World 1 or World 7, or last Peach letter, was a hammer suit, so we do have a Kingslayer for the Bowser fight. We also have Leslie Pro in the Super Tanks. That's what all the explosions are about. Okay, Leslie knows that there's at least one lock on that screen. Didn't see an explosion. He's going to be going to look, see if he can find a path to Bowser's Keep. I don't think it's going to find it this direction. Mark and Dr. Torsol are in 7-5, trying to make their way through, taking different strategies, different stratega. Different paths. Oh. Yeah, Nipper with the, yeah, the pain vomit, I guess. All right, well, one of those... Okay, Leslie, just clouding the stage. We don't even get to see what it was, but one of those forts was the answer for the bridge. He equips his Kingslayer and a star. He has gone up the bolt lift and down the donut lift, up the disco waffle staircase. Now he goes. Disco 3. Into the Everman clip. And into the Botobo room. Let's see him go for the clips. Let's see him do this first try. Mac and cheese first try. Let's see it. Mac and cheese first try. Let's see it. Oh, we're not going to see it. Bets at level is Atlantis. I'm going to give you about a 1 in 15 chance. 15 to 1 odds. But here we got Leslie entering Bowser's castle first and saying hi and goodbye to Bowser. Nicely done, Leslie. Thank you very much, he says, and we'll be moving on to our next in the line, who is probably Dr. Torsel, I'm guessing. But Leslie has definitely taken the win. Get your GGs for Leslie. He has definitely earned that. Commanding lead, taking the lead and holding on. I'll let them know that race number 2 is available. Whenever they want to join it. Alright, Dr. Torsol is in 4F2. I believe the 4F2 was what built the bridge, judging by everybody's looks and feels. Mustard, it would only be $9.99, but I believe. Unless there was one that you snuck in there this week. But, welcome aboard. Mark sees he's still got a bridge to build. He's not going to play it there. Dr. Torstall sees he's got something to do. He's going to see what he can do here with this Boom Boom fight. And I'm going to see if I can't fix his timer, because I don't like the fact that it's cropped off at the nose of that 4. There's Dr. Torstall's bridge. And it was only 7-2. And oh, hey Leslie.
Hey, just thought I'd pop in while we're in between. Yeah, this 7-5 was disgusting. I took the intentional, figured, you know what, this is Star and P-Wing territory.
Yeah, absolutely it was. It was not the place to be doing your conventional let's do the thing strats. This was definitely a let's go and make it easy on us strats.
Ooh, Marky Mark had a boom boom get loose, but he got him.
Yep, he sure did. Dr. Torstall's now doing one of the earlier clips. And, oh no, he went turned back.
That's the one thing you don't want to do there.
Yeah, I think you can always just hug the stairs and be okay, but if you turn back, you're gonna get wonked.
There
At
is
least
a
if you,
backup here.
yeah, as long as it doesn't despawn it. Oh, you almost got too far.
Ugh, almost got off screen.
Yeah, you can go. I think one sprite width and be okay. But if you go any further than that, then it will despawn.
That would be sad.
Yeah, yeah, very sad. Basically, if it gets into the loading mask, then it despawns.
Yeah, I see Mr. E had the same idea that I did. Just get rid of that screen. It just happened to be a very disgusting screen.
Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of discussing. Now, Marky Mark. Okay, so Marky Mark and Dr. Torso have been neck and neck this entire time. This is probably the furthest apart they've been this entire race. And
Oh no, Dr. Torso
whoa!
loses fire!
And if anybody saw the High Flyer Chapezi match this a couple of mornings ago, you know that this is not where Dr. Torso wants to be.
Yeah, because if Marky Mark moves it, watch the race time room. Pay attention, folks. It's
Yep.
going to be close.
Looks like Dr. Torso has the pattern figured out for Bowser, and he does. Okay, there it goes, but still very close. His Marky Mark's right behind him here, and yes, that is going to put Dr. Torstall in front, barely edging out a lead over Marky Mark.
Times
then-
I thought Dr. Torso, 44:41. Marky Mark, 44:48, a 7-second difference, which is still incredibly close.
Absolutely. Like I said, these two guys have been neck and neck the entire race. And I would have been shocked if it was much more than that at the finish. Because I think they spent I don't think they ever got more than about 30 seconds apart. The mystery did have a little bit of difficulty. He GO'd in World 5. But he's done a pretty good job of catching back up now. And he is...
Absolutely.
Yes.
And he had the same stuff I did. A cloud, a hammer suit, and a star for Bowser's Castle.
Absolutely, brother. And here he goes. Let's see it. All right, up the Disco Waffle staircase. He's not going to be fancy. Just going to go up normal and get the Everyman clip, right? Yep, there we go. And let's see him go through the Puddle room, and let's see mac and cheese. We haven't seen it so far all night. Let's see mac and cheese. Nope, not that time.
Game said no.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. He's going through. Yeah, the Fireball room actually was pretty kind. Okay, here we go. Hi, Bowser, and... Hi, Bowser, and bye, Bowser. All right.
I think a hammer might have missed. But it's
I
okay.
think it did. He
GG's.
got it. Yeah. GG for Mr. E Gaming. And high fives and everything else. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our 4 runners for race 1. We are going to be playing a race number 2 here in a little bit. We're going to go ahead and get those things set up, though, because it's going to take us a little bit. Leslie, would you care to join me in the setup room for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Hey, guys, don't
Let
go
me
away.
meet my audience.
All right, we'll be right back.
So, by the power of 7F2, I am the joy. And I am so glad to be joining the man I simp for every single day, the greatest restreamer ever, and that is Diesel Pilot for game number 2 that I have rolled personally. And as you can see by the hash, that's how you know it's me, because it's got plants. So Diesel, are you as hype as I am right now?
We got flowers, we got vines, we even got money in this mix. Let's do it, sister. I am stoked.
Yes.
We also got Human Mustard joining us. And just in case you were wondering, no, we will not have Human Mustard's audio because really, if you want to listen to Human Mustard's stream, you can go and listen to his stream. But speed gaming, it's not exactly copyright strike friendly. We'll say it like that.
It's yes, we'll get the ban hammer. And then Adirondack Rick will not only beat me in Zelda 3, he will beat me in reality. And that would be something fishy all around. And speaking of fishy, what are you guys hoping for our layout? Are you guys hoping for RWO, VWO, or are you 6-gang World 3 with no double hammers? Diesel,
Sis-
what are you going for?
Sister, you said fishy. And we got Summons Boss Pass from Zero Wing. We did not get rolled 3 to start out with, but we do have people starting out in world number 2. I was really hoping we'd get a world 3 start, though. And Marky Mark has returned to the slideshow mode that we recall from before. I'm going to see what we can do about finishing that or correcting that little issue. But we do have 7F1 to start out. Let's see
And you know what? That is actually pretty good because it forces our runners to have to get the cute suit unless you're Human Mustard and say, I ain't got time for that. Take the 100 coin fine and equip Flight himself. But everybody else is doing cute suit 100%. So Angelic Jade is living her best life right now.
I do love how it does force the cute suit, and then we got Human Mustard says, ain't got time for no cute suit.
Exactly. And oh my goodness, we have Botanical Gardens, aka one of my friendly levels, where the plants are aplenty, and that is 7-8 Diesel. This is starting great.
It is we could call it a greenhouse of awesomeness.
Yes. I call it Botanical Gardens because it's so nice and friendly, has the open air and the friendly flowers, and you can never go wrong. You could just stay in 7-8 and enjoy all of the flowers, just as if you were in Botanical Gardens.
Oh, yes, you could stay in 7-8 forever, couldn't you?
Yes, you could. And now moving into, oh wow, what is going on here? 7-4. Diesel, we're starting out backwards with all the World 7 levels.
Yes. All right. We do have Marky Mark's getting himself smoothed out now, and we got 7-4. I love 7. I love the de-auto scrolled 7-4 because it actually feels more natural.
The auto scroll 7F4 is the bane of everyone's existence because it is long, very long.
Right,
and
but the de-auto scrolled 7-4, it's still a challenge. There's still the minefield stuff. You got Leslie Pro just picking up a star and swimming right on through Lava Lotus like ain't no thing.
Well, since Jade likes... Oh, this is just blessed all around. Look at we finally broke out of the World 7 levels, but look at what we got.
Krista, there's something fishy about this seed.
Yes, it is 100% grade A, baby.
That's all right. I love fish. I actually had some tuna earlier tonight.
Oh, wow. And you did not share. I am hurt, friend. Hurt.
Well, next time I have tuna, I'll give you a call, and we can FaceTime while I have my tuna sandwich.
Yes. And I will have a tuna sandwich in solidarity.
All right, I love this.
And speaking of love, look at what Leslie is giving us some fanfare. Oh, baby. This is why he is the gamer of the people. He knows what the audience wants. And you know what? This is a very long world, too.
And that our sister Angelic Jade says she has Subway, but Jade, was it a fishy Subway?
I had tuna fish like about a couple of days ago. So it's sort of fishy. What I had today was a chicken croquet with broccoli and cheese. Made it myself.
Oh, not
Gotta fold the chicken up. Gotta make the
Yeah.
cheese and broccoli yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and then you bread it, fry it for a little bit, then put it in the oven. Chef's kiss.
Yeah. Got turkey on Italian herb and cheese, lettuce, and cucumbers and mayo. Yeah, I actually would get really strange looks from the people at Subway when I say, "Yeah, I want a meatball sub, but on my meatball sub, I want cucumber." You get some weird looks when you say that, you know?
You know what? As we salute Bowser's military, I actually do know someone that gets cucumbers on their meatball parm. I look at him and I'm like, my dude, I know when you get Italian, you're supposed to have a salad, but that is not the way to do it. You know?
Hey, I gotta get my greens some way.
And this was a long two. Oh my goodness, look at all the levels.
Oh yeah. It's been a 6-minute 2. Human Mustard is our first one in. I'm not going to switch to his audio. You can load up the latest Snoop Dogg album and listen to Human Mustard.
Yes. You know, for shizzle my nizzle. And, you know, Human Mustard, the Frogmaster, emerging first with Marky Mark hot on his tail, gamer of the people with a misfire down the pipe. And now he is on the airship of plenty, aka the World 6 airship belonging to Lemmy Cooper to do battle with our salty boy.
We have in this sequence now Human Mustard, Marky Mark, Leslie Pro, and Dr. Torstall as we go into World number 2, which we just saw World number 2, but World 2 today is played by World 6.
Oh, baby! Got some 6 gang action. So,
Ooh.
and it's going to be another long one.
Yeah, that first pipe puts us right behind a rock. That's not going to be helpful at all.
All right,
but everybody's
going to
check it.
Strong with Alaska, native to its terrain.
Gotta love it. Last time Alaska was in World 7, which was sort of a greenhouse, you know, kind of like like putting Alaska in the Amazon rainforest. It just doesn't feel right, you know?
Yes. And Human Mustard getting his flight privileges, so we're not flying Spirit, Allegiant, Southwest, or Frontier tonight. And you love to see it. Marky changing his leaf for the Fireflower. He's playing with Stonks right now.
Stonks. Oh, yeah. Mustard found one of the white coin ships.
And just flying through. That is amazing.
Now, something I'm looking at is, I don't know if I wonder if that coin ship was there before he even started, because at the beginning of the level, oh, okay, yeah, the others have the coin ship as well. Okay. So it wasn't something that he accidentally spawned. It was actually part of the map.
No, yeah, it was part of the map. And oh, howdy. Are we going to see some 5 insurance fraud action right now? So this is one of the beta levels. Not very friendly on the power-ups, but you just love to see it.
We are going to see this action.
And Marky Mark going into to be continued mode. And Dr. Torstel now reaching Alaska. No flight privileges for Dr. Torstel. So he is flying Frontier tonight just so you could have the extra torture of no legroom. And you laugh because you know it's true, Diesel.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yes. But I ain't afraid to declare that I'm one of those people that buy the extra comfy seats on Spirit just so I could get like those big seats, and they're very comfortable, man. Because if you take regular seats, oh man, no.
The seats that have like a little spike right in the middle of your like the 5th lumbar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's like that. Okay, yeah, we've got a seat here, the basic seat. It will puncture your spleen.
Yes, you lose what little bit you had, just like Leslie, who is playing on diet health as a small bean. You know,
He's playing on diet health, but he still knows how, when he sees one of the red Paragoombas, how to do the little quick double stomp, get it out of his way.
The 5-3 beta. And, you know, so Leslie took the top path. I think everybody took the bottom path, which I believe was the insurance fraud beta level. And it wasn't a good set of levels either way.
Oh, yeah. There's a little bit of roughness and difficulty everywhere you go in this flag set, or everywhere you go in this seed. We got 1-6 beta here. Leslie's playing with all the fire snakes, of course, because what else is going to spawn in 1-6?
Fire snakes is best snakes. And you love to see them when they come, you know. And this is absolutely a great invalid BBC. So I am living large here. Now we just need our favorite mascot of the Mushroom Kingdom to come. And we know it is 7F2. You know, that's the home of the Doofy and the Mickey Mouse. And it's just a good time for everybody, Diesel.
It is we are making waves. Oh, we've got okay, Human Mustard and Leslie both moving through 3F2. Leslie's behind Human Mustard by about that length of that second room. Marky Mark's right behind him too, so they are making their way. This is a tight match here. Now we've got a choice. Human Mustard is going to play 7-9. We think I'm thinking he's already counted the number of locks and bridges and realizes that 7-9 is good, or that fort's not going to be required. However, I'm wondering about this. I'm thinking that taking the fort might be the better option, except
it is 7F2.
So we got 7F2 or 7-9. I don't know which is better. I would probably go for 7F2. Yeah.
7F2.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's, if you know how to play 7F2, if you've practiced it, I think it's actually going to be quicker. But we'll see. I mean, everybody's got their preferences.
Yes, and it looks like the preference is 7-9. Heck, my life. How could you not love 7F2? But at least we got a peeky at it. So we know it's going to get skipped this time around. Except for Leslie, who did peek and look at it. But
a Marky Mark is going to 7F2.
And he's going to do it.
It looks like he's playing it, yeah.
Yes!
I totally support this. The thing is,
absolutely.
You don't know at this point if, I mean, yeah, it could be 1-3 or something cake, but it could also be Atlantis on the other side. You don't know that, and so you come in. You got a double power up. You got your tail. Why are you going to go and give that up when you could just go and play a level that you're skilled at? Especially 7F2, because it does have the reputation for being so difficult. It also means that runners play it, practice it so much.
Yes, that's the best way to call Disney World, but you go to Disney World just to enjoy it. And speaking of Dr. Torsil, he is enjoying all the character interactions with our friendly Flora. You know, this is what makes things great.
Dr. Torsel is making his way through. Marky Mark's gotten into the airship. Leslie just finished it. Of course, Human Mustard's got flying buzzy beetle shells as he goes through 1-5 now.
Yeah, see, 1-5 is tricky because especially if you started off with the slidable set, which means that there's a spiny somewhere in the vicinity, and you can't take it out. So if you go in with reckless abandon, it is easy to feel that level of pain. And
buddy.
you'd love to see it.
Now, I will say it is a little difficult when you're looking at these to quickly tell the difference between the 1.5 and the 1.5 beta. And I did misspeak. It is the 1.5 beta that we're in right now.
Yeah, because it had the big wide open door. So that's the 1.5 beta. It's not friendly at all. And, because I took a look at it and I said, that does look like the 1.5 beta, but we can call it 1.5 because you are Diesel and that is all right in my book.
But Diesel Pilot is also very happy to correct his mistakes.
Yes, that's that captain from the Air Force, I'm telling you.
I just don't like to keep things... Oh, Leslie! Oh, Leslie, living dangerously. This is gas station sushi that was discounted because it was about to go bad dangerous, Leslie.
And we had Stretchy Boo for action going for Human Mustard, our frog master, So we are living it up right now. And Anthony's still having the pain. The most unluckiest baseball fan that I know of. Oh my goodness.
Was he a White Sox fan?
He's talked about many different teams, but they always lead to pain and agony. But I root for my, Tampa Bay Rays. We got smoked today. Like, you would have... Yeah! You would have thought it was 420 blazing with how we got smoked. But you gotta stick with your team no matter what.
Absolutely, I agree wholeheartedly. I was born and raised an Arkansas Razorback. I will carry that with me.
Oh, look at you!
And some days it's wonderful, and some days it's a labor of love.
I know about labor of love because I was a Buck fan during the creamsicle days, so
Yeah, okay.
Where you could get season tickets for $1.25. That's how bad we were. Oh man. And we have Dr. Torstel using his star as a small bean, and guess what Froggy has found? Diesel, do you see what's on Froggy's?
Yes, I do.
7.5, and it had a fire snake guarding the pipe. This is a blessed enemy set.
Okay, something I've been wondering about. Like, okay, you see the fire chomps. So when you go from being on the top to on the bottom, like that, the fire chomps, the tail of the fire chomps moves from the one on the top to the one on the bottom. And it's got me wondering, is there something that actually keeps there from being more than one fire chomp on the screen at a time? Or what's going on with that? I think we got to ask McCobra about that. Why did the fire chomp's tails detach from them when they move through the pipes?
That's a good question. That's some tech stuff. I don't know. But Leslie is going in to enjoy some bonding with the fire snakes and fire chompies. This is a blazing enemy set. Dr. Torstel unfortunately got kissed by a boom boom, and he did not like it, so that.
Kissed by a boom boom, touched by an angel.
Yeah, you know that's exactly right. He's in the arms of the angels. And speaking of Met fan, hey, listen, chat. Okay, I did live in the Bronx, and we did have Met fans. Okay, Met fans do exist, right, Diesel?
Yeah, so when I was a kid, of course, I was, like I said, I was born and raised in Arkansas, but I had actually a family member who was a school classmate in his younger days of Kevin McReynolds, who yeah. So he and Daryl Strawberry, New York Mets from back in the day. So you got some dude from Arkansas who's sitting there growing up and cheering for the New York Mets, not even knowing what Met means, because our skyline has a Piggly Wiggly and not even a Buc-ee's. We just got like the little thing, the Exxon station.
My dad worked for Madison Square Garden, and I was able to go to the 1986 World Series. And that was when the Mets overcame the Bo Sox, who is the mortal enemy of anyone that lives in the Bronx. Curse of the Bambino, we've been fighting for decades. And it was just fun to see that happen. But Leslie is having a thinking session on how he is gonna tackle the real 1-5.
We got some people in chat. Yeah, the mortal enemy.
Yes. If you are in the Bronx, the Bo Sox, that you would cheer for anybody that went against the Bo Sox. And speaking of cheering, look at us trying to salute the Navy. Where
Human
Mustard was at.
Yeah, about a minute ago, he entered our World 4 here. So, played by World 7, and he is making his moves through it.
Yeah, making it look easy.
My experience with the Red Sox, though, a little bit different. Of course, I was, also a Cardinals fan because, well, what else can you do when you're, who else can you cheer for when you're in Arkansas? But then in 2004, 2006, I found myself in upstate New York, living there, and on the cable television, you couldn't find any other baseball games on because you had this one special channel that was just Yankees games, and I'm like, okay, that's great, but what about the games that are happening right now? I don't want to watch a game that happened 35 years ago, which was the only game I could see, and I ended up. And because of that, though, I became a Red Sox fan out of spite.
Yo, we would have been mortal enemies. we would be duking it out right now, you and I, in my New York days, because Bo Sox, it would have been punches flying, just like Human Mustard went through the World 6 Beta and then the Piranha stage to get a 1982 Radio Shack cassette player.
Ooh, but the Radio Shack cassette players, those things are, if you got one of those things, that is probably the most reliable piece of equipment you have ever encountered.
Yo, Radio Shack was lit back in the day.
Yes.
Every computer, even those big clunky computers.
Clunky, sister. Hell, I ran across a guy that's still got and this is just a couple months ago, still has
Oh,
a, co-
386?
a Tandy Cocoa 2.
Ooh.
Yeah. Where you have to go and like enter basic, like their special Tandy basic commands in order to actually do anything. Still works.
Yes, the 386s, 486s. Oh, man. And remember, Diesel, when we were all cheering the revolutionized Pentium 1?
Oh, human mustard. Ooh.
Him and Mustard, unfortunately, going the way of Packard Bell just then and just
And
fizzled out in Forgettable Fort.
Well, it's your second favorite fort, right?
What, Forgettable Fort?
Yeah.
Really? You want?
Yeah,
I'll
it's got
make
a
it my
little bit.
second Fort. Okay,
Okay.
we can. So, chat, knowing the pain that we went to, but yeah, it was like if you had a Packard Bell Pentium 1, oh man, you were one of the cool kids. And that was it. And yes, there was a time where we had the old. Remember playing Oregon Trail on a Radio Shack 386?
There are still websites out there where you can play Oregon Trail, like the original version.
One on DOS? Oh!
Or the Apple IIe.
And speaking of Roy Cooper, he is, who knows, but we know when he's around me, he's either bulked up muscle or just a straight bummeroo.
Human Mustard is getting... He's not... Okay, so as we're watching this, of course, he just finished World 4. He's still in a good lead. It's not quite commanding, but it is still growing. So it's getting to commanding.
Well, Leslie is gonna probably, ace through the Piranha stage, so he's hot on Froggy's tail, while Dr. Torstol is visiting the Navy and sailing the greatest cruise ship that ever existed. Forget about Carnival and Royal Caribbean. You got the Navy right here.
Torstol is probably right now in our third place position, or fourth place position, from the looks of it.
5-1 for Human Mustard right now.
We haven't seen 5-1 before tonight.
No, we have not. And, these levels are not by any means short for our runners. They've been having to work for it. And look at the double fort right there.
Yeah, so you got a 50-50 actually right out in World 4, or in our Giant Land.
So what would you take? Would you just see a fort, play a fort?
I would go for the nearest one, which is what Human Mustard just did. 4F1 right here. Since I'm already there, it's the nearest one. It's also the one that's in the way.
The nearest one. The back one was the nearest one when you first entered the level.
Right, but it's also the one that's in the way. So you can look and see if that lock breaks. Then you realize that, oh, I've got to go forward, and or I can go backwards, and I've already got the bridge. But if I got to go forward, then I've got the lock there.
And look at Leslie flying the friendly skies with our friends Rocky Wrench and company. I think that was the other fort because he is in the same world as Froggy. So divergence aplenty right now.
Yeah, so Leslie went and took... okay, I didn't actually look at the map after they played it.
See, he played the closest fort.
Yep, so, and Leslie played, or Human Mustard played the correct fort.
Oh, poop.
He's still got to get around it. He's still got to take the pipe or something to get around it, but he did play the one that built the bridge.
Leslie probably will play that one too. Because I think it's absolutely in the way and you've got to get rid of it anyway.
Yeah,
But
it might be. They make these views of the map so quick. It's like they're like skilled or something at this game.
and the anchor is a trash room. What a waste.
And there goes Human Mustard into the World 1 airship.
Yeah, the easiest airship in the game
Well, it
to
is
do
the
battle
World
with.
1
Iggy.
It is the World 1 airship. It's the one they wanted to get you like, okay, yeah, these are going to be the tough levels. There's going to be these little things that shoot bullets at you at 3 miles an hour.
You know, it would be fun if we could add the, airship doing what it does in the vanilla game. If you bite the dust, and that is, it moves around. Because imagine if you bite the dust, missed input, it happens all the time. And then the airship moves into a place where you have to play 3 levels to get to it. Wouldn't that be absolutely fun for our chat to watch? No, Jade, you do not reset. You take it. Just like Froggy outbeat our friendly fish. Leave the anchor as the actual intended item. Imagine that. We should do that. And Froggy doing some Explorino right now. Meanwhile, Diesel looks like he is doing some business to try to help Marky's stream not be as much in the JoJo to be continued mode.
Unfortunately, there's only so much I can do because his stream, as I look at it, it's actually his stream that's doing the thing and not me.
Oh wow, it's not Sped Gaming's fault?
No, it's Marky. Unfortunately, it's Marky's stream that's doing the jank.
Buck says he has Spectrum internet. Because anyone who's here in Florida knows about the troubles. Jade, you live in Florida, so you already know the struggles with having our boy Spectrum on deck. And Leslie giving us what we want with the off-screen wand grab. And Diesel, no lie, our internet stays off more than it is on.
I do recall though, back last week we worked with him and we got his settings set where it wasn't an issue, but I don't know what's going on tonight. Yeah.
We have La Princesa time for Human Mustard. And wait a minute, she is in her home ship, Diesel. Home field advantage.
Yeah, hey, you're the one that rolled the seed, sister.
I know. Of course I'm gonna ty to help a La Princesa, but nothing can help a fire flower. That is sad panda noises from me.
Oh?
Yeah, La Princesa, I always root for our fashionista. That's my favorite Koopaling.
And that's fair. I mean, she does so much work for the community, right?
I know! Fashion Star also gave a Kingslayer, as you can see. Oh no. Hey, we haven't seen this level in a while either, Diesel.
5-2. I love 5-2. I mean, when I was a kid, I hated it because I would always miss all the coins when I was falling down the shaft of shame.
Oh, you loved going to the basement, huh?
I pretty much just assumed that I was going to go fall down the basement, unless I entered with a tail. In which case, I just assumed that I would at least be able to get the coins on the way down to the basement.
And Dr. Torstel doing a dance of doom with Spiny and Lakitu. And you love to see it happen. And we have the bootleg fort, so we are going to see what the item is in the World 1 fort.
Okay.
Listen, Chad, don't you pervert anything now, or else I will have to put you on timeout. Bad chat. And we are in the Muncher Run for fun on Marky Mark's side, and Froggy is just demolishing my seed. It's still a baby.
So 50 MK in chat, or 50 Mark, I guess you could say, saying kind of shocked that no other level was like that. The Shaft of Shame, I'm guessing, is what you're talking about. However, 7-1 and 7-6 were both vertical climbers.
Speaking of which, is Froggy gonna give Angelic Jade her wish of a tail clip? And he does. So smooth and easy. Did you see that, Diesel?
I missed that. No.
Yes. Somewhere right now, Angelic Jade is happy.
Oh. Let's give Angelic Jade a hug and a high five and a fist bump.
Yes. And we are in the cheap hand stage for the Frogmaster. Meanwhile, Leslie Pro is getting ready to enter into his 7th world with his Kingslayer. And let's see what the hand stages are. Vanilla, you see that? A leaf.
Oh, nice. I also liked Dr. Torsel's work trying to get around 6-1 with that boss bass. Nicely done. And high five.
Yes, so now I ask the question, as Human Mustard is on the World 2 airship, about to do battle with Larry Koopa. And World 8, what are you looking to see bridge-wise?
Oh, we got
and
zero
remember
wing.
now, and remember, Diesel, I rolled this. So if anybody says 4, they're setting themselves up for tears.
Yeah, Zero Wing came in with a hot 4. Normally I would say, okay, Piercing Mountain, you said -1 and +1 is 0 bridges. I disagree. -1 and +1 is the number I. The lowercase I in italics, the imaginary number. That is -1 and +1, because we got to move ourselves up or side to on the complex plane. So that's what that is. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with I though. We got a -1 and a +1.
I told you. You see that lock right straight out the gate. I told you never rely on me to roll anything greater than 1. I did roll a 3-bridger that I didn't even realize was a 3-bridger, Diesel. And it took the warden saying, no, that's actually a 3-bridge. And I was in a state of shock.
Piercing Mountain, a bridge needed, but a useless bridge. That is the exact same as a -1 and +1. So, except that the -1 bridge might be a fort that isn't necessary to be built because the icon isn't in a place that you have to actually go to.
Get your salutes out for the hardest working military. We have still for tank action.
Sister.
Yes.
Super tanks, yes. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Human Mustard. Okay, Human Mustard at this point is running away with it. That's it. That's all that there is to be said about it.
Well, Leslie should enter into World 8 in just a little bit. Hopefully it'll be a confusing 8, which will allow Leslie to come back in, but it's looking pretty linear right now.
Mustard has already taken down, I think, 2 fortresses. And, there's 2 locks still out there, which means that if he's taken down 2 fortresses and there's 2 bridges, Mustard just has to get rid of the fort in order to get to Bowser's castle.
Yes, sir, and we are in. Everybody has a different name for this fort. It's 5F2, Powderbell Fort, sauna. And what
Go
did
ahead.
you call it? Bowser's hot tub, Diesel?
I called it I like the Marinara Fort.
The Marinara Fort, but I love to
Krista,
call it
go ahead.
the lava fort because it is poop-tastically yeah. You had Lucky Charms where they say it's magically delicious. Well, 5F2 is poop-tastically delicious. And we are a half a second closer, but it's going to be minimum 40 minutes to complete this seed, Diesel. So it was
a
baby.
rough seed. Oh, and it's a one bridger. Bridger's already been built.
And going in with his trademark. Look at this, Diesel!
Mustard, you are awesome.
Yes, and yes, I agree wholeheartedly with this. And yeah, that is his trademark. And to go out the way he is known as the Frogmaster, you love to see it because he has such a commanding lead that really it will be a bit before anybody can catch up. So you love to see it. Showman coming out. And remember, everyone, that this is Human Mustard's 999th race. So the next race that our Frogmaster will be going through will be his 1000th race. Diesel, are you excited as I am about that?
This is actually, at this point, I gotta say, this is an incredible point in somebody's work. I mean, Human Mustard has a body of work with SMB3R that most of us can only hope to ever achieve. I don't even have 1,000 races that I've done commentary for.
You lost the froggy suit. Dang you, Koopa. But actually, that's not a bad thing because you can't wear the frog suit in the ending cutscene. But the fact that he went through 99.9% of Bowser's Casa. And meanwhile, we have 8-2 for Leslie Pro. So get your GGs out. You know, Diesel, we should have an SMB3R Hall of Fame.
I agree, and we might have to build one. We might have to start one with Human Mustard. And a couple of other
legends from the past. And
yeah.
Dr. Torstol giving us the Angelic Jade special clip, tail clipping through 7-6. You love to see it. So, to smack you with some time, Human Mustard has finished in 41 minutes and 27 seconds. This was a baby seed, guys, and I won't hear anything else about that, because all I roll is baby seeds, right, Diesel?
Yes, sister.
So, baby seed aplenty. Our other runners, we may be looking close to the 50-minute mark. And
they'll get there.
Yes, they will. They will. And no, capital H jump for Leslie. You know, you love to see it from the gamer of the people.
But Lag City.
Yeah, those sprites were like, hey, you thought you were going to finish quick. Not today, buddy. And you know what? Larry was earthquakey.
Yeah, Torstol just discovered that. And Marky Mark is also in World 8 now. He is, okay, so, alright. Leslie's going to play. I don't believe this is correct.
He yeeted himself out of.
Yeah, he's going in with a power up. He saw 8 Fort. But 8 Fort is not required. Human Mustard never played it.
Yes, but Leslie is doing it because he wanted to show that I can roll a traditional seed, which hurts my soul because I think Spikefort was also there. So it's invalid but acceptable and not
Yeah.
insane. I
Yeah,
think
this
that's
At this point, you know, a 40-minute seed, that is definitely in a world class tier by itself.
it's a baby seed. It's a baby seed. One day I want to roll a seed that will take our living legends 50 plus minutes. Imagine the pain and anguish.
Ooh, what? Wow. Okay. We're gonna have to start by turning off auto scrollers or turning them back on.
Yes, yes. Auto scrolling heck. You know, with lots of Kaizo everything. I think our runners would get a kick out of that. You know, put the auto scrollers on, then have Kaizo settings, make everything fun for everyone.
Okay.
And Oko, yes, yes, yes.
I knew you'd be there
Oh
with
man.
Oko.
Yes, and the first person we're gonna have play that is going to be our living legend,
Not me.
Angelic Jade. Angelic Jade! I totally nominate Jade to play it. Well, unfortunately, you cannot have in Oko JP damage because it causes the game to crash.
There was
But-
something else, another combination of things with the regular randomizer and the Mac patcher that we found out caused an instant crash once you took damage.
Yep. Jade went crazy with the settings. I asked her to please do it. And she broke the game, which made me so proud of Jade, you know? Don't break the runners, break the game. GG's.
You know, actually breaking the game is quite a talent. I gotta hand it to you.
Yeah. And to Jade's point, it did work until you took damage. The only problem is I think one of the levels was 7-5 and that took what little health they had. Or it was 6-6. I know it was one of our blessed levels and it just caused shenanigans all around.
A literal Oko.
Yep. Yeah, JP damage and time trial will kill it too. But JP
Okay.
damage with Oko because you die on Oko. So the two settings don't get along very
Leslie,
well.
mac and cheese this.
He is smooth criminal clipping it, and you love to see it using the hammer suit. And we have Marky Markin with his hammer suit and Star. And we have Dr. Tor still trying to find the way. But
Krista?
I guess, yes.
You hear what we hear?
What? What do I hear?
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, I know. And colorful words in the race room. Look at the comment from Leslie Diesel.
Oh.
We can't say it on the air.
Oh.
When Leslie had to say that. It's no, I can't say it. We will get demonetized. But he is questioning the validity of my claims to rolling baby seeds only.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a baby. It totally was a baby. He should be joining us.
And Dr. Torsall is entering Oh, this could end up being very close.
Yes.
Dr. Torsol, who's been struggling the whole race, but has managed to catch up in World 8.
Uh-oh.
Just,
I think I'm in trouble right now.
hey, Leslie,
Yeah.
hold on a moment. We got
a close finish.
We got a tight finish. Hold on. And, oh, it looks like Marky Mark is going to take it, but
By just
Dr.
a
Torsol
second.
by a hair.
Now, what kind of comment was that, Leslie?
Well, I can't repeat the comment on air, but that was not a baby seed at all. You had 7-8. You had 7-5. You had 6-6. And long worlds. A baby seed that was not.
All right.
I rolled a Tanuki seed.
Are you kidding me? That was more of a Kingslayer seed.
Oh, my Tanooks know that I protect them, and this is a nice protection Tanuki seed. How you doing to Dr. Torsol and Marky Mark?
Krista, that was definitely a great training Tanuki seed.
Yeah.
I think that might have been worse than Kingslayer, to be honest.
What? What? No. But you all finished it sub 50, so very, very good.
Yeah, actually, great job, guys. All right, first of all, Torsol and Marky Mark. All right, let's go back and look at this. The official times. Of course, Human Mustard absolutely ran away with it towards the end. Did not run away with it until he got to World 6-ish, World 7. But 41-27. High five and GG. For Human Mustard, I gotta say this, 999th race for Human Mustard. His next race that he runs will be his 1000th, and we're gonna have to work with him to make sure that we can actually do this, like host it and everything, because that definitely deserves some special recognition, because you don't get to run 1,000 races of anything or do 1,000 of anything without really setting yourself out in the community. But moving along, Leslie 47-17, and then Marky Mark and Dr. Torsol 49-10 and 49-18, 8 seconds apart. You guys were neck and neck for both this race and the last race. I'm a little bit hesitant. I don't want to say this, except I do kind of want to say this because of the competition effects. We're looking at possible rivalry.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
I saw I had a cloud in inventory at the end there of the seed, and I was like, when did I get this?
Yeah, I only had one. It came towards the end of the seed, and I took a chance using it in the dark area, and it worked out for me.
So I didn't use it. I at the first world, I grabbed that hammer that was on the far right side and said, I'm gonna take a World 3 advantage here. And then World 3 took forever to show up, and it worked. So I was happy.
That worked out for me too, because I did the same thing.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, sorry.
I've heard worse.
You're fine, buddy.
No. I'm still hurt by what Leslie wrote in the comments. Wait. What?
I only rolled baby seeds. That's far from a baby seed. That is a full-on adult seed right there.
Listen. I rolled a baby for Marky Mark, and that's the best way to roll them. Just for Marky. This is a Marky Mark approved baby seed.
It's not a baby seed, but as soon as I saw you were rolling it, I got a little worried, not gonna lie.
I saw plant on the flags, and I was like, oh no.
Didn't I tell you, Diesel, that it's gonna be a great seed?
You know, the one I'm looking forward to is what I would call the kudzu hash, where it's just loaded up with vines and shells.
Yeah,
Maybe
we're hoping
maybe a
to
mushroom.
I'm hoping to roll one that has all flowers on it, vines and flowers. That way we can hopefully say it's going to be a plant seed. And I'd like to ask Macobra if it is possible to make a seed where all the enemies are plants.
I'm loving the
I
idea.
think she's planting the seeds of something evil.
Yeah, I like the idea. This definitely has Plando vibe, to me. And or even it kind of sounds like almost a Kaizo hack.
I used to make Kaizo hacks for
I
Super
know
Mario.
you did.
So I wonder if I should build if I find the tool to do it, make a Super Mario Brothers 3 plant-only hack where I replace all the enemies with plants and maybe add a few little Kaizo blobs, just to make things interesting.
Kind
I
of
like
like
I like the Kaizo block out of nowhere.
Wait,
mustard.
Froggy, I love you guys, man. I love you guys. Because I
Okay, what did he
still
say
wanna-
in chat?
He said, why does Crystal hate you? Why does Crystal hate the runners? I love the runners, but I think you guys are so great at what you do that you can always live up for a challenge.
I love John Dat Flindo's question. Can we call the seed Atlantis?
Atlantis, yes. See, Leslie,
At least,
the chat wants it.
at
Fish are
least we
just
didn't see
swimming plants.
Atlantis, or at least I didn't.
Yes. And we have. Wait, is that Duke Nukem? Wait a second. Who broke out Duke Nukem? But one
Oh,
thing.
the jokes that come up on some of the streams that I am sub to. I will leave it at that.
No. We will make
Oh.
a seed just for Jade and have it on a special day just for Jade.
Last year, early last year, I was hosting Sundays. In like I think it was like 1 p.m. on Sundays, in order to try to get some more community involvement. And what I'm looking at here is, I think we could probably actually make those a thing again.
Yeah, because our European runners and our Finnish runners would enjoy something like that. And you could bring in the Suomi sensations. And who knows, Diesel? We get the European, and then we could have Clash of the Nations Part 2. And I think people would love that.
We did just have Clash of the Nations. If you have not seen it yet, with High Flyer and Japezu playing on a recent match with the SGL tournament. These were the SGL flags. If you have not seen it, I'm going to go see if I can pull up the VOD and put that on the thing, into the thing for you guys, because frankly, it was an awesome race, and I think people need to see it. And while I go do that, folks, please go ahead and do your other conversation.
Okay, while Diesel is working hard, we are. Leslie, you're one of the original racers, and Diesel and I are trying to plan something special for him and Mustard's 1000th race. Would you be interested in a frog-only game in celebration of that 1000th race?
That's definitely something to discuss off stream.
Yes.
Well, because it could either be, because for me, I'm in a position where I could either be doing running or commentary, either or.
Yeah, it's a big old celebration because we have to, that's a milestone. And then when you hit it, Leslie, I have the perfect setup for you. And I think you would love it. It's a creation from my own design. And I think everyone would love to see you play it.
Something tells me there's gonna be some pain involved.
Never roll anything painful. I roll baby seeds. Remember that, Leslie. Baby seeds. But do you guys have any last words? Because I know it's starting to get late for some people.
Every time I hear baby seed, I hear air quotes beside it.
Why you gotta have air
Yeah.
quotes?
Sorry.
All right,
Ooh.
there we go. I got the correct link in there. I accidentally hit a Super Metroid first, but yeah, I got the correct link dropped in for the High Flyer versus Shapezu. It was a wonderful matchup that was done yesterday morning at where I was, 4 a.m. But I still woke up, and then, well, my brain took me away a few times to have to. Yeah, unfortunately, there's
you
only
had
some.
a crazy commentator woke up at 3:30 in the morning so I could be awake to do it.
Two crazy time. Well, one crazy commentator woke up early in the morning in Eastern time. Another one finished, so was like right in the middle of the day for that guy.
Yep. But I woke up the roosters, and Angelic Jade, my spiritual sister, woke up alongside of me. And even though we're in two different regions, we were both up at the crack of dawn, waking up the roosters because we wanted that match to get restreamed because we didn't have a second person initially.
And I'm
So
really
I had
glad y'all
asked.
did. Yeah, I'm
So
really
I had
glad y'all
asked
did.
Jade. I had asked Jade, and Jade was like, "I'll see what I can do." And then at the last minute, THM is like, "I'm joining you," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." Because I was gonna roll it solo if I had to, because that's the fourth round of the losers bracket. So
And
very important.
yeah, very glad that y'all were able to figure that out and make that happen. I really wish I could have, but I have roommates at the place where I'm staying in Albuquerque, and they would not have appreciated at like 4 a.m. I start going on and talking about the stuff that, doing a commentary for a match that they're like, wait, you're doing video games at 4 a.m. on a Friday morning? What is wrong with you? Yeah.
But know that if you have wonky times and it's not the election going on, I will probably wake up early enough to help you restream it. So Leslie, if you ever get the itch for a 6 a.m. match, I will help you out, friend.
Oh, Lordy, you would hear some of the most incoherent sentences out of my mouth if I were on here at 6 a.m. I'm just saying. Because that is like way too early for me.
Same thing for Marky Mark and Dr. Torstel. The invitation for 6 a.m. races is open to you as well. And I'd be the one to roll both of your seats. I know that's totally worth the early run, right?
Marky
I
Mark,
think I'll be asleep at that time. I hope I never have to do a 6 a.m.
Dr. Torstel?
I'm a morning person at work, but not on the weekend, so I don't know how a 6 a.m. would work for me.
Well, to ask, there was a question, is there another race tonight? No, I think our runners have suffered enough, Cranky Hero, but did you guys at least have some fun tonight?
Well, kept me on my toes, I'll say that much. If that counts as fun, then I'd say yes.
Oh man. But, so, let's try this last words coming again. So, any last words from the three of you?
Thanks for comms, thanks for restreams, and if you're looking for more races of many varieties, tomorrow there's a 4 a.m. Eastern SG Live Mega Man 2 20% difficult race. Although at a more reasonable time for some would be a 10 a.m. A Link Between Worlds randomizer tournament as part of SG Live Online. Now, for those of you familiar with A Link to the Past, if that game world looks familiar, it should, because that is a direct sequel. But there's also, it's also tournament season for Link to the Past Rando. Speaking of, is they're doing Cross-Up tomorrow at 1:10. I might watch that because I know it's been a while, but there's just one question in mind. What is that?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to do the qualifiers for Z3, Leslie.
I had still on a long break from it, and to come back cold into qualifiers, I'd be asking to get wrecked. Seriously. Because I can
Also
still
looking forward-
execute, but routing and playing, and besides, the only interest shuffle that I've really done outside of Super Metroid Map Rando is Earthbound Ancient Cave, so...
Yes, and you rock at Earthbound. Oh, man. So, we're looking forward to Angelic Jade joining one of the qualifiers, as well as you one day, Leslie. Heck, when you guys go in, I will throw my hat and go in to qualify alongside of you, and we'll all go down together and get wrecked. How about that? Not this year, though. Not this year. Because this election year, I'll be knee deep in the cauldron of the, elections auditing. So I can't do it this year. But
yeah, I was about to say, at that point, it's not knee deep, it's more like elbow deep, just to be nice.
Yes, because this is the general election. But, Marky Mark, Dr. Torstel, how about some last words from you?
It was two good races, a little on the long side for both of them, but overall it was still fun. And we all got through both races, so that's always good.
That's a win.
Yeah, it was fun. I said to myself, if I just don't die, I can shave off time. And I'll just have good map movement up top. And that went... And I did, and I want to say I did that. Except that I had 7F2. Not 7F2. There's one fort I died in. But... Deaths is what I need to eliminate.
Well, GG's on playing 7F2 in my seed. Leslie saw it and noped out, which broke my heart, but that's okay.
If I see it's not required, I nope.
What was the other level?
7-9.
Yeah, because I saw 7-9, and I went ahead and did 7F2 just for you, Krista.
Yes!
And actually, time-wise, it was probably about the same eyes away.
I'm just trying to think. I think I'd still do 7F2 over the 7-9. So...
Yes, play 7F2, enjoy the plant. 7-9 is not your friend, but 7F2 will always be there in the good times and the bad times. It is just a bro. So, I guess it's time for me to give my final words. GG's to all of our runners, especially game number 99 goes in the winners column for our Frogmaster, Human Mustard. GG's to Leslie, the Gamer of the People, Marky Mark, and Dr. Torstel on surviving a nice and tame baby seed. I'll get you guys next time, Gadget. I absolutely promise. But
you already got us good. What are you playing at?
That's awesome.
Our runners show that they are the excellence of execution and make us want to play the game. And if you want to play the game and join one heck of a community, smack a good old-fashioned hello and join the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Discord. We would love to have you. It's always a party there. You know, we have Disney World and we have fun all the time with races. And if you are a newbie to SMB3 Randomizer, we have many experienced runners who'd love to help you, especially if you join our league. We have the Tanuki division, and from what I'm hearing, they're actually going to make a division below Tanuki, which is made for new runners like myself and like you. So I hope you do join. Also, if someone can put an exclamation point R, so you guys can give our runners a big fat follow, because they give entertainment better and harder than X could ever give it to you. And thank you so much for Speed Gaming and the Greatest Streamer Alive, Diesel Pilot, for bringing the weekly to you tonight. Most of all, thank you for the love that you show us by being here, chat. We do appreciate it, because we wouldn't be here without you. And for those who are going to be watching on the video on demand, come on, join the fun. But know that we love you guys too. And on that note, I hope you guys have the best night ever. And take it away, Diesel.
All right, everybody. It's been great having you around tonight. Look forward to seeing you the next time. But until then, I want you all to know, you got to stay safe. You got to stay kind, so that we can all see you guys all on the other side of the next pipe check. Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Got it. Well,